Hello students, in this session we will discuss about string handling functions. So in C language there is a library function called string.h. This header file supports various library functions which are used to manipulate the given strings in different ways. Here we consider some of the important library functions such as strlen, strcat, strcpy, strcmp, strlwr and so on. Now these functions individually, let this one first function strlen function. Strlen stands for string length function. This library function is used to find length of the given string. Okay, this function is used to find length of the given string. This one syntax int strlen of string. Here strlen function accepts only one argument as a string and then it returns the length of the string as an integer value. Here the length means the number of characters present in the given string. While counting, it includes blank spaces. Finally, it excludes the null character count. Okay? So function counts number of characters as length including blank spaces and excluding the null character. Let us consider this example. Now how to find the length of the given string. Now here header files stdio.h, conio.h and we must include string.h header file. Now observe this program. Here we declared s as a string. Now one integer variable int n. First read string. Now this one get s of s. Now we need to identify the length of s. Hence apply the function as strlen of s. Now this function returns the length of the string. Hence the length is assigned to one integer variable n. Now finally we print length of the string. Okay. Now this one strlen function. Now observe this example. Here s consists the string as example. Now for this example length is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So it returns 7 as length of the string. Okay. Next function strcat function. strcat stands for string concatenation. String concatenation. This function is used to add the given two strings. This one syntax strcat of target string comma source string. Here function accepts two strings. Here the contents of source string are added at the end of the target string. Contents of source string are added at the end of the target string. Let us example string concatenation function. Header files. Its main program. Here we declare two strings. str1 is one string, str2 as another string. Now read these two strings. Get s of str1, get s of str2. Now the function strcat of now str1 comma str2. Here the contents of str2 are added at the end of str1. Now finally result value is available in str1, hence print the result string as str1. This one string concatenation function. Third one strcpy function. It refers to string copy function. String copy function. This function is used to copy the contents of one string into another string. Now the syntax format: strcpy of target string comma source string. Here the contents of source string are copied into target string. Now this one. Function is used to copy the contents of one string into another string. Here the contents of source string are copied into the target string. This program, header files. This main program. Now here first read one string as str1. Now we are copied str1 contents into another string str2. For this we place the library function as strcpy of the target string is str2 comma source string is str1. Now finally copied string is available in str2, hence we print result string str1. Here we place only str1. You can also print str2 value. Okay. Then strcmp function. It refers to string comparison function. This function is used to compare the given two strings. So if you want to compare the given two strings, then we use strcmp function. Now this format: int strcmp of string 1 comma string 2. Here this function accepts two arguments as string 1 and string 2. Once the comparison part is completed, the function returns an integer value. Here if the given two functions are same, then it returns 0. If the two functions are different, then it returns either positive value or negative value. Actually, these values are the difference between ASCII values of the first non-matching characters of the given two strings. If str1 ASCII value is greater than str2 ASCII value, then it returns positive value. Otherwise, it returns negative value. So finally, if this function returns 0, it refers to two strings are equal. If it returns other than 0, it refers to both are different. Observe this example, header files. Now these two strings str1 comma str2. So first read those two strings like getS of str1, getS of str2. Now we need to compare these two strings whether both are same or not. Now we apply the function as k equivalent to strcmp of str1 comma str2. Now k holds some value. It may be 0 or other than 0. Now we check whether the k value is equivalent to 0 or not. If the value is 0, if it is true, then both strings are same. Otherwise, both strings are different. This one, strcmp function. Next one, strcmpi function. Listen students, in previous function, strcmp, it compares with case consideration. That means lowercase characters are different and uppercase characters are different. Now, without case consideration, it is also possible to compare the given two strings. For this, we use strcmpi function. String comparison ignore case function without considering case termination. Like, is it lowercase characters or uppercase characters? Same format, int strcmp I of string 1 comma string 2. The same functionality. Function is used to compare the given two strings without case consideration. Okay. Now the function strrev function. It refers to string reverse function. So this function is used to reverse the contents of the given string. Syntax strrev of string. Here this function accepts only one argument as a string. So after implementation of the function, now the contents of string are available in reverse order. So function is used to reverse the contents of the given string. Example, header files. This main program. Here we declared one string as str. Now first the read string as getters of str. Now apply the library function strrev of str. Now finally we print reverse string puts of str. Next function strlwr function. It refers to string lower function. This function is used to convert the uppercase characters into lowercase characters. Syntax strlwr of string. strlwr of string. Here this function accepts only one argument as a string. Now it converts the uppercase characters into lowercase characters. So function is used to convert all characters in the given string from uppercase to lowercase characters. The simple example, header files. This main program. First enter the input string in uppercase characters like getters of str. Now we are converted it into lowercase characters with the help of strlwr. So strlwr of str. Now finally print the result string in lowercase characters. So this one puts of str. Next function strupr function. It refers to string upper function. This function is used to convert the lowercase characters of the given string into uppercase characters. Here the syntax format strupr of string. Here this function accepts only one argument as a string and then it converts lowercase characters into uppercase characters. Now this one function is used to convert all characters in the given string from lowercase characters to uppercase characters. Now observe this example, header files. Now this main program, initially we enter an input string in lowercase characters. This one getters of str. Now we are applying strupr function like strupr of str. So when this function is implemented, now the characters of str is converted into uppercase characters. Now finally we print the result as puts of str. Okay. So this one strupr functions. So students, I hope all of you understood this concept. So finally, string.h is a header file that supports different types of library functions. So some of the important functions are strlen, strcat, strcmp, strcmpi, strcpy, strrev and so on. These library functions are used in different locations for different purposes. So based on that type of the application, we use those library functions. Okay. Thank you one and all.